Welcome back, guys. Today what we're going to talk about is how to earn a lot of worthiness and takedowns here in Anime Vanguards, thus getting the highest stats possible here in Anime Vanguards as well to make your units even more powerful than they currently are. And this will definitely give you an advantage, so if you want to make your units as strong as they possibly can be, then watch till the end of this video, because after you've watched this video, your units are going to be so much stronger than they are now. But if you're enjoying this video, then please don't forget to like and subscribe, because there's gonna be more videos like this on the way. And yeah, without further ado, let's get this video started. So as you guys can see right here, I'm basically doing infinite modes, and I'm gonna be giving you guys some tips and tricks on basically getting takedowns, and also which units to bring, which units you should farm takedowns on, which units you should really try and evolve and basically make stronger. There's actually a couple of units out there that can get takedowns a lot easier, and then these units are also the ones that you actually really need to get high stats on, because they're also the best units in the game currently. Alright, so let's go back to the lobby here, and I'm gonna show you basically everything about stats and which units you should put these stats on. Alright, so first and foremost, there are mainly two units that you really need to want to get good stats on. Those two units are going to be Igris right here, which is actually pretty good. I have some good stats on him. And then right here, you also have Song Jinwoo. Now, these two are the units that you really want to focus on in terms of getting good stats, because they are some of the best units in the game right now. Honorable mention is going to be Cha-in or Cha-hee-in. She's also pretty good when it comes to basic, as a mythic unit. I think he is or she is the highest DPS mythic unit in the game right now, so getting good stats on her is going to be very good as well. But in my opinion, the two units that you really need the stats on is going to be Igris and Song Jinwoo. And the best part here is they're also the units that are very easy in terms of getting takedowns, because they have multi-hit. Song Jinwoo's first attack is actually multi-hit. Igris is a full area of effect at the end of his upgrade, so he will basically do full area of effect. So if I were you, I would focus on these two units, get the best stats on them before moving on to other units, because they are, again, the most worth it, since the stat chips that you have in this game are limited. You can't be, rolling stats on every single unit in the game, because it is limited. And I'm actually gonna go over how to get stat chips as well in this video. But yeah, since they are limited, you have to basically pick which one you want to put the best units or the best traits on, or not traits but stats. Okay, so here I have 100% worthiness. I want SPA. Okay, it's still A minus. That's actually pretty bad, and I don't have any more stat chips, right? Okay, so I think stat chips isn't that good. You're better off using the super stat chip, and the reason for this is because the super stat chip can reroll just one stat or trait, or stat, but the super stat or the stat chip, the normal stat chip, has to reroll all these traits right here, which is why it's kind of worse than the super stat chip. And also, I think there's a cap on how high the stats you can get from the stat chips are, because there's basically a tier of stats right now. I think the highest being the Chinese one. Now, the Chinese stat is gonna be the godly stat, right? The Chinese stat, or Mandarin they call it, is the godly stat, and it's the highest stat you can get. And it also gives you a huge damage buff. Like, it gives you a huge damage buff, and I don't think you can get that with the stat chip. I think you can only get it with super stat chip at high potential. So I have high potential right here, but I don't have any super stat chip. What am I gonna do? Well, you can actually do Paragon stages, I think, for the super stat chips. If I come over here and finish the Paragon stages, you can actually get some achievements for that. So one super stat chip for finishing level 5, another super stat chip for finishing level 10, and you can get a bunch of super stat chips from that. And you can also get a bunch of trait crystals from completing basically all of this. So it is very good. The Paragon stages is where you get a lot of super stat chips. You can also get a lot of super stat chips, I believe, from quests in general. I think even some codes give some super stat chips as well. So these codes right here, I believe, give super stat chips. I've already claimed it though. So 300k likes give some stat chips, super stat chip. 200k likes also give some super stat chips, like that, but I already claimed it. Let's try these other codes here. 25m visits. Oh, we got some trait crystal. And 400k likes. Okay, this one gave us Rainbow Essence Stone. So some of these codes can give you super stat chips. Some of them don't. I think you can also get some stat chips from challenges. Yeah, this one gives you super stat chips as well. You can do this, I think, one time a day. So that's actually pretty good. Also, shout out to these guys right here. They met me on lobby and they said they were fans. So shout out to them. Shout out. So shout out to these guys right here. If you guys want to see me on lobby, then all you have to really do is join me while I'm recording. And you can have a chance to be part of the video like these guys right here. So I appreciate all the fans out there that support me. I just wanted to give a quick shout out to these guys right here. And yeah. Okay, now in terms of getting takedowns, because again, takedowns are actually very important. So the higher the takedown your units have, the more potential they have. In order to do that, you actually have to farm infinite. And I think the best infinite stage is actually going to be double dungeons. So the reason why double dungeons is actually the best infinite stage is because it is probably the longest map out there and the map that's actually the most convenient. Okay, so I'm going to show you why. So first right here, the beginning stages of the infinite map of Double Dungeons is basically a very long road. So like this right here is already very long, and then they have to go all the way back there. And then you have like choke points. So if you place one unit here, you can basically hit two birds with one stone because you can target these two roads right here. And if you place another one here, you can target like 4 roads with just 2 units, which is actually one of the reasons why it's the best. And this is also one of the reasons why it's the best for takedowns, because the more units the more enemies your units are able to kill, the higher the takedowns you get, and the more likely you are to get high stats, because you do need to have 100% potential every time you use the super stat chip in order for you to get the highest possible stat. Like I wouldn't recommend you guys to spin traits or change or reroll traits if you have low potential, because that's just going to be wasting your super stat chip. Always be farming or rerolling stats when you have 100% potential. It is easy to get 100% potential. Just farm the last stage, this double dungeon infinite, because it is honestly like one of the easiest out there. And then by doing this, you could get to higher waves, and then you're gonna get gems, and on top of getting gems, you're gonna get battle pass points, and on top of getting battle pass points, you're gonna get worthiness. It's literally the best game mode in the game right now to farm for almost anything actually. So yeah, I'm gonna basically finish farming on him, or finish farming this infinite, and then after that, I'm gonna show you guys how much worthiness he will have after that. Okay, so right here, I didn't like make it that far, but I did get 600 gems. I think this is how I wasn't basically paying attention. I was laying in bed waiting for it to finish, and I'm gonna check how much worthiness my Igris got. Okay, so we're gonna return to lobby and check right now. Alright, so as you guys can see, I did get a lot of battle pass points from that. I'm only like 3 battle pass points away from Harukarin now, which is actually pretty crazy. Oh, and you also do get super stat chips from level 29. So how much stats did our boy Igris, or how much worthiness? Okay, he got 84% worthiness. If you got slightly higher, this would probably be a lot better. So that's actually pretty cool, right? Now how about our boy Song Jinwoo? Now obviously he's still gonna be at 100%. I'm gonna probably try and do that. Okay, as you guys can see, you still get like I think the max for stat potential with stat chip is basically just an A. I think if you use super stat chip, that's how you can get higher. I don't think you can get any higher than A with stat chip. Yo, but anyways, that's gonna be it, guys, for today's video. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Thanks for watching, and I will see you guys in the next one. Please don't forget to like and subscribe. And also, by the way, if you see my merch down below, my merch is actually gonna be down there. You guys can buy my merch. It's AB's gaming merch. It's actually pretty nice, and I like it a lot. If you guys want to buy this merch, it's gonna be in the description down below. There's gonna be an expensive one, and pick whatever you want, guys. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace out.